post from January of 2013 at Erika Fransby at Big George 55. You two are adorbs. He must really like you to paint pots with you. So apparently Erika has an affinity for painting things with all of her boyfriends. More on that later. But there are tons of posts from 2012 to 2013 where people are calling them a cute couple.
Give them cleavage? Then people want cleavage. Showcase it.
Sex sells.
And the truth here is that Erika Kirk and her Turning Point USA family are a bunch of documented liars who, since the moment that Charlie Kirk was killed, have gone out of their way to lie about everything that they possibly can, even when the truth would better serve them. These people are documented liars.
I'm really glad that Erika Kirk's children shrank back to their original sizes, because I was really worried. Because back in August, that kid was thigh-high and in diapers. And then suddenly, her in her alibi photo on September 9th, he's like 7 years old. But
guys, Erika Kirk has spent years selling this, I don't know, this perfect life. She says she's too productive for a drink. Says she never even looked at a guy before meeting Charlie. But honestly, it's looking like a total self-inflicted wound.
Is that Erika Kirk and her Turning Point USA family are a bunch of documented liars who, since the moment that Charlie Kirk was killed, have gone out of their way to lie about everything that they possibly can, even when the truth would better serve them. These people are documented liars. Especially Erika Kirk. She can't even be honest about having drank alcohol or having a boyfriend. This woman's entire life is a fraud. And the more you dig into it, the more you learn. And the more you learn, the more you're able to see that this is someone who always wanted to be famous, always wanted to be near the levers of power. And through her relationship with Charlie Kirk, she succeeded, after multiple failed attempts, at becoming some kind of a big public figure. And now that Charlie's dead, she's really a public figure. She's the head of Turning Point USA and its army of millions of young people. Erika Kirk is a liar. But she's not the only one. Everywhere you turn with these people, it's just lie after lie after lie. Their entire lives are deception.
Because now her own sister is coming forward with the receipts, and that Tradwife persona, it isn't just cracking. It's undergoing a public autopsy in real time. And get this, the stuff coming out, it's actually unsettling. We're not just talking about some old drama here. We're looking at 10 deleted private tapes, and a trail of guys that Erika just forgot to mention. It goes way deeper than that, though. Her half-sister, Tanya Seagris, the one Erika basically acted like didn't exist, is reportedly opening the floodgates. And honestly, once you see what's on these tapes, acting doesn't even cover it. It's a total fabrication. So here's the reality. Erika is in a complete panic. Out of nowhere, the internet is digging up all the footage she thought was buried for good. And the mask? It's not just slipping, guys, it's shattered. There's a clip floating around right now of Erika and her ex-fiancé, JT Massie, auditioning for The Amazing Race. And I kid you not, she's on camera telling him to give them cleavage because cleavage sells. Like, wait. Is this the same modest woman we see today? Because it sure doesn't feel like it. And this is where it gets really messy. She clearly didn't think people would find this stuff again. One of the worst clips shows her air-humping JT Massie. I mean, that is a long way from the waiting for marriage story she's been pushing. But the contradictions, they just keep coming. Check the timeline. She says she was a quiet homebody, but the footage shows her at 2 a.m. ragers at places like Lavo. And before she was this CEO or a widow, she was literally chasing clout on Summer House. I mean, look at this. There's footage of her getting way too close with Joe Anglim at a shooting range, and a video where she tells Diane von Furstenberg she's, quote, very coachable. It makes you wonder, is she just a character being trained for a role? I mean, ask yourself, why would a celibate saint have a digital graveyard this crowded? The math just... it's not adding up. It looks like she was a serial swiper who just hit the delete button on her pass to launch a brand. Ziplining with Tyler Strange, heart emojis for NBA players, dating a big name at the Daily Wire. I mean, is it a coincidence she became a Tradwife the exact moment the cameras started rolling?
Erika, what about the guys you dated before Charlie?
I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was.
You were proposed to by Charlie in 2020. You started dating him in 2018. And 3 years before that, you were dating this guy, Tyler Massie. I mean, you guys would do couples photo shoots. This is still online. And this is only 3 years before you started dating Charlie.
He's in heaven.
Yeah, and 2 years later, you were dating this guy, Cabot Phillips. And here he is posting you guys on his public page saying, yes, we're that couple who gets painting lessons together. Again, this is a year before you started dating Charlie, and well within the 5-year period you claim to have never dated anyone, but you were out here dissing your roommate for dating.
I always thought it was very strange how she would go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than go. I don't drink. I find it unproductive.
And why are you here drinking and dating on a reality show that actually was filmed the year you met Charlie? So you obviously were dating. So I'm not understanding your timeline. I mean, you're talking to a guy here who's asking you out on a date and you're taking his number? And here you are on your date.
I've honestly spent the majority of my life being one of the most sought after bachelors. Oh, great. But I'm just really excited to spend some one-on-one time with Erika. I really do like her, and I'm excited to get to know her a little bit more.
Erika? Hello? I just want to understand how you so confidently lie to our faces when this footage was on national television, and you know the footage is out there. The pictures of your boyfriends that you dated are still public online, and you know that, but you still lie like this.
Stop.
Wait, isn't Cabot Phillips your ex-boyfriend? Why is he now the speaker of Turning Point USA? Leading speeches of how to lead like Charlie. What's going on, Erika?
Stop.
He's also the senior editor for the Daily Wire, the one outlet that your husband was having active beef with at the time, connected to Netanyahu, so...
Stop.
Right, so what else are you lying about? Because you're a liar, point blank period. You're a liar, and we just proved that. So this is still publicly accessible on social media. And you lied about that. You also lied about dating, but you were on a reality show dating the same year you met Jesse. You know what I mean? What else are you lying about? Like bigger things? Are you lying about bigger things? Because this is small and you'd really easily, with like a straight face, you lie. So like, what, you know? Cause sure.
Stop.
Here is where it gets truly disturbing. Even before these tapes, people were already saying her pregnancy timeline felt off. Some were even calling it a staged act. That theory? It's blowing up now that Tanya is talking. I mean, look at the sonogram she posted. It says Erika France, her maiden name. In a medical setting, that is a massive red flag. I saw someone on X ask, why hide a pregnancy but film a funeral? Honestly, that is the part that actually gives me chills. I mean, we're talking about a woman who reportedly asked someone to record her while she was sobbing at Charlie's casket. Who does that? It gets even darker. Last month, Mitch Snow went on Candace Owens and dropped a bomb. He's 95% sure he saw Erika at the Candlewood Suites on Fort Huachuca, an intelligence base, just one day before Charlie died. He says she was there with Brian Harpole, the head of security. But when you look at the alibi Erika presented to prove she wasn't at Fort Huachuca, it's a total mess.
I'm really glad that Erika Kirk's children shrank back to their original sizes, because I was really worried. Because back in August, that kid was thigh-high and in diapers. And then suddenly, her and her alibi photo on September 9th, he's like 7 years old. But now, in her Christmas Instagram, he's back to normal again. And that's good. We know that Erika Kirk is familiar with the baby rental business because it's on her Instagram. She used to rent babies. So that picture where their faces are being blocked out, that might be the real kids. So maybe she does have a 7-year-old. Maybe she didn't live in New York. Maybe she was married to somebody else and her and Charlie Kirk were together for business reasons, publicly. She never forced him to come home. She never asked him to come home. But dinner was always waiting whenever he wanted to come home. Sounds like this guy never came home. So she doesn't post on X for like 2 years, since 2023. And then she starts posting on X again, Bible verses, 2 days before Charlie was pewed. September 8th, you know, the day when someone might have seen her at Candlewood Suites. Now remember when she was on CBS talking to Barry White, she says, the Egyptian planes, she kept bringing it up. Like she wanted to talk about the Egyptian planes and said, I have photographic proof that I wasn't on that Egyptian plane. I believe that this photo that Andrew Cleavage shared was to debunk that she was on the Egyptian plane on September 9th, because it was a weird thing for her to say because nobody ever said she was on an Egyptian plane.
TPUSA spokesperson Andrew Cleavage was caught back-channeling a photo to YouTubers to prove Erika was at home. But there's a massive problem. The photo's metadata is for September 9th, but Mitch saw her on the 8th. Plus, that photo, the boy looks 3 or 4 years old. Charlie's son was only 16 months old when he died. 16 months. I don't care how fast he's growing. That is not a toddler. That is a preschooler. Are these kids just props? When you piece it all together, there is almost nothing left of Erika Kirk that feels real. People watching this scramble are starting to think the whole marriage was just a production funded by donors. Maybe Charlie was just a co-star in her script. I will let you decide that one. But one thing we can all agree on, that Tradwife image is thinner than paper. It is looking like a grift, a show, and maybe something a lot darker than any of us realized.